One, two, three. Okay. Sorry about that. Welcome to day 323 of The Journey Begins. Ooh, we were playing around with a voice modulator. And speaking of that, we're going to turn off the monitor microphone. Next, properties, monitor off. Okay. Yeah, today we've completed our stonework, so we're going to go, or our tree gathering, so we're going to go do some stonework. But the voice mod thing we were playing around with, well, with a tool called voice mod, and in the tool itself, it sounded not too bad. But trying to use it as an input into OBS was kind of mixed. Sometimes it would be garbled, like what you heard in the beginning here, and sometimes it would be pretty clear. So it wasn't fast enough in the processing for the voice I was going to try to use. Kind of experimenting, maybe something that we could use stream bits or something for changing the voice to, one of a handful of choices. Drop that off. Okay. Yep. There we go. So now we can go get our stone. Yeah, so we're back to our default filters for that are built into OBS. We've temporarily disabled the VST filters. I don't know if we still need those installed or not, but we've disabled that equalizer there, which adds 5, I think, points on like a waveform for the ones that are built into OBS. Oh, that's okay. There we go. So yeah, we'll probably continue with that. We might play around with some of the audio later back with the equalizer. But since that's not my specialty, we'll probably put that on kind of the back burner, and either when I have time or when someone, mending. When someone can show me how to do it. So I need to stock up on those. Okay. I don't think I have any. Oh, wasted that. Okay. And what else? So yeah, I don't think we're going to hit 40 by the end of the year for our sub goals. So we'll make that next year's goal. And plop. So all of these need to go to the bank, and that will give us 2 more things we can use for wood. So yeah, so we'll make a quick stop into the Nether while we go over our other stuff. Our streamer in the other ear today is Elkhorn 95. It sounded like they might be wrapping up soon, so I don't know how long that will last, but they're there. We need to put our policies, guidelines, or whatever you want to call them, into the about section, but in general, it's be nice. What are the other topics? Backseating is perfectly fine. I can't promise I'll listen, but you're more than welcome to say whatever you want as far as that goes. Age talk is not a problem with one caveat. You need to be 13 to have a Twitch account, so no one under 13 should be on Twitch. Anyone 13 to 18, or 13 to 17, I guess, should not be on without parental guidance. So with that said, mentioning your age if you're 18 or over is fine, or you can just make up an age. Because as far as I can tell, I wasn't able to find that in the Twitch TOS. If someone knows that I'm wrong, please mention that in the chat, and I'll update the about section with a link to that part of the TOS. The other PSA on that is, while age might be direct, anything you say can be used to deduce your age and location. Word choice, speech patterns, all of that can give away your location and age. I think like soda, pop, country, country word choices, you may not have an accent as much, but online, but the words you choose can, give away country, state, region. What else do we have? I think those are the two big ones that I see other streamers getting upset over. So yeah, we don't have that. Oh, I don't believe in spoilers. So if you want to tell me anything about any story, go ahead. Data is data. I can enjoy something if it's good. It doesn't matter if I know what's going to happen. It's still good. It doesn't make it any less good. Well, I was gonna. Oh, perfect. They did wake up. I was hoping I didn't have to wait too long. Oh, do I have mending on this? Okay. Do I have enough? While we're here, we'll just go ahead and 4 or 5. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I have to go look. I have a list of what I was trying to gather, what other streamers typically put in there, and then where I'm the same and where I'm different. Oh, language. Some have like an English only policy. I do not. Keep in mind that if you do another language, please try to translate. If we ever get big enough for moderators, I would have them translate. If not, I would. So the same policies would apply once translated of uh, saying something mean in another language doesn't make it okay. But if you don't speak English, but still would understand it and want to engage, I don't see a problem with that. And if you want to teach your language, I think that's a great idea. Streaming schedule. Yeah, we're still going to stream today, tomorrow. We might sneak in a stream on Christmas. It's not going to be planned. It would be like ad hoc depending on the other activities. Uh, well, that might have to be good enough because these guys look like they're not waking up just yet. So, and I don't want to spend time mining is one thing, but just standing around without a dynamic scene isn't the goal. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put blue sky on our socials. Did we put that in here? Where did we put that? Ah, it is. Okay. Oh, we at least have a few in there, so that's at least grab those. Okay. And we'll head over to grab some stone. We gather stone for 30, 45 minutes. All right, now we're back. Hmm. And Elkhorn stream has ended. So we're gonna head over to the end of our stone here. I don't know if I recorded this or not. So is it might do this again. Does this work? Yeah. And there we are. We stop our pets. On. 1 second, we'll try to troubleshoot our music. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, this stone. Okay. What do you have? So you got cobble and that, which we can also trade to the bank in the Nether. We need a name for the bank in the Nether. Do we have any of these? No. All right. And doesn't hurt to get a little extra obsidian. Did we? Oh, we need to. Make sure we don't let anything spawn around here. Oh. Nope. Oh, we saved one redstone. That's another design thing that I think should be taken more thought from Mojang is some of the things like dragoning and that are kind of unique. In there's one per world kind of thing. One per world is a terrible idea for multiplayer. Or let me rephrase it. Depending on how you want to play, it could be a terrible idea. Like if that's kind of your, you know, the buck stops here leader kind of designation, whoever has that, then sure. But that's very intentional. But if it's just a general one where people are just playing and other people want it too, then that makes less sense. And single player, you know, it makes sense, I guess, having one with the consideration of did you tell the players up front that there was only one? Because I went over a year, maybe 2 years before I fought the dragon for the first time. So if you spend a lot of time doing other things and then do that and you lose it, that's how you lose players. Because if they didn't read, not even if they didn't read the wiki, if they didn't read that part of the wiki, then that's an issue. So there needs to be a way to get it back, and maybe a way that explains that. So if you were to lose, say, the dragon egg in the end, you know, you could have like a mysterious way, like you hear a voice in the distance or something that tells you. Because you don't typically have like characters like you would in other games that could drop in, but you do have your ending screen. So there is something. or a signpost like that's unique to the Nether could be added. So something that allows the player to be, I lost it, but not all is lost. I can do XYZ. Um, and maybe it's like you can respawn the dragon, but you're limited to the one egg. So like checking how many eggs exist in the world, and they only spawn if there are no eggs present. So if you happen to destroy it, another one would respawn. But if you had one, then no more would respawn. So you couldn't respawn the dragon to get 20 or however many eggs. And that could open up other possibilities in that maybe there would be recipes that could use dragon eggs. So you could use it without having to worry about losing it completely. But if you used it, it'd be a lot of work to go get another one. And it would be a way to, you could put some kind of potion or something behind it. Or dual purpose, like you could use it for potions and armor. So you're getting maybe potion, armor, and build tool. At least you get kind of the strategy player base, the artistic visual base, and the builder base. And I say builder as a distinct like umbrella that would cover like architectural and visual as well, because some players use armor and stands and things like that as architecture. And so I would say that fits under builder with the extra label of aesthetic. All right. All right. So let's go up here. Okay. Right, so I think that would be an interesting way to handle that. Yeah, because the reconfiguration, which Mojang is calling rebalancing, which is just a way to try to be nice about calling players cheaters, is not fully thought out. There are better ways to handle that. Um, it's a play style that you're getting rid of in favor of another play style. So you can't say that you're trying to make it more fun, because some players are asking for it and others are not. So it's just who's on the side of wanting more difficulty or wanting other players to play like them. Especially when it's something that could be self-gated or maybe a server rule that would uh, that would allow that to happen. Right now it's experimental, but that's so I need to get on to mention that. Well, I mentioned it a few times, but I haven't got a response on the villagerism aspect of it. Because that aside, Mojang does they are world class developers and people, and so I think giving them time and space to develop things is best for the community as a whole, because then they don't get rushed into timelines and deadlines, I guess, not timelines, that lead to these decisions that are not fully thought out, and then forcing them to kind of anchor into a decision, which I wasn't, active in the discussions, but like the splitting of the Caves and Cliffs update, like things like that, I don't worry about as much. Like being on that side, I'd much rather avoid any stress to the team. Whatever they need to do to get the idea done is more important, I think, than when the idea is done, which is not typical for larger companies, but I think that's what's helped Mojang is it's owned by a larger company, but they've been able to kind of operate in a more audience friendly manner. But I wonder with like the villager update if they're getting pushed away from that. Get it. Perfect. All right. I'm breaking 3, fortune 3, efficiency 5. We have some of those, so. Don't really know what a curse of banishing would do on tool. That wouldn't be, different from a tool just breaking anyway. Oh, but that reminds me. That's the other thing is what do we call it? The modes. Be organized differently. Like creative doesn't need easy, hard, whatever. Like you're in creative. Like if mob spawning is something you want in creative, then that should be covered by a game rule or something like that you can turn on and off and adjust as needed. And you have easy, medium, and hard, but those could list more what's in them, like mobs break down doors, the number of mobs that are generated. Because you have peaceful as well, and so you have all of that stuff. And then you could add some number more of those. So there was an adventure mode, and I don't know if Java still has it or not. I didn't see it on Bedrock. But you could add something like that. You could add that and a custom one, maybe 2. And then you could specify the game rules that you wanted. So it would just come up as, you could give it a name, I guess. Call custom could be like a list of your rules. So you could go into custom and then choose which rule set you want. And then if you created a server, people could click on it, see what rules you're using. The name could be unique per person, but they could read at least what rules are there, see what ones they care about. And that would, I think, be the most equitable, at least as I see it right now. And then on top of that, if Mojang would add a timer. So you could have a timer. How long have you spent in divide it between, say, creative and survival. And then under survival, well, yeah. And then under survival, you have the rule sets that would count as survival and giving you the time that you spent in each of those. And the same thing for creative. Any rule sets that would count as creative gives you the time that you spent there. So if you wanted to show your audience or friends that you've never been in, creative, or that you spent most of your time in whatever, you could do that. And if you're trying it out, you could also use that as like a data point of, you spend the most time in this session or this rule set. So maybe this is the one that you actually like the most. Yeah. Something like that, maybe. Oh, so what do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of dirt. Let's go drop off some stuff. Yep. So those are some of my thoughts on things that could be done. Oh, okay. All right. So stone in this one. Stone, stone. And here we'll put oh, okay. All right, that works. Okay. And I think, yeah, how the communication is handled in the voting makes a difference too. So I don't know if they have a PR person or not, but purely for me, in addition to the mob vote, I would like like something maybe related to terrain, building, and a feature like say something with like a well, I don't particularly like it, but like the archaeology brush. Right. mean, that one's tied to like a theme, but something along those lines. And then you're kind of you're you're not necessarily opening it up to community. Like that's what the feedback page is for, where it's like totally like off the cuff ideas, like my teacher idea for um if you're going to introduce a biome locking for knowledge, then you should have a way to transfer that knowledge to avoid the villagerism. But that's more of a feedback page, whereas the voting would be things that Mojang already wants to do. And it could even be all the things that they want to do. And it's less about voting what gets put in, but more voting on when it gets put in. I mean, that would really be up to Mojang how they wanted to do that and or not, whether it's a voting it in or voting when it goes in by ranking. So as a personally, I think like the when it goes in, and you should have a time frame. Like all of these will go. Well, the goal for all of them would be, say like go in within like 2 years or whatever they think is feasible. They should be far enough along that you're just kind of voting on inevitable so that it doesn't create deadlines for them. But something like that, where once they're in, then you do another round of voting, and then everybody knows that they're getting it. It's just voting affects when you get it. Um, and I guess you could have more than one kind of voting too. So you could maybe vote for ideas that aren't fleshed out, like maybe like in phases, like taking idea from feedback, put it into a voting thing, whatever, top three come out of that are the ones that then make it into the when does it go in voting. Hmm. But yeah, I think that would help. But anyway, yeah, I don't mind splitting up updates. Like I'd take quality over quantity. Because I have a million other games to play. So, uh, well, I primarily play Minecraft. If I were one of those players that gets, doesn't have the focus for like a large build like this and just kind of casually plays, then there's so many other games out there. And there's like just in the spectrum, like Terraria, Bacteria, which I haven't played either of those yet. Um, Satisfactory, which I haven't played, but I've watched Bill Duggan playing for a while, which uh, recommend the Twitch stream, the Citadel Cafe, as well as the Spawn Chunks. But there's plenty of your old school games that have, carried through, like Diablo has various versions. The Civilization games, we got Starfield, uh, which I need to play too. You have Cyberpunk, which I don't have, but I've seen some people play. Uh, so there's plenty of options out there to wait. And that also reminds me of another policy I was going to put in. To say if anyone wants to talk about other streamers, I don't have a problem with that as long as like whisper me first, or if we have mods in the future, I let them know. And we'll go through like a vetting period. If they fit kind of the goal of the audience here, we'll add them to we'll do like a streamers command so you can see who is talk aboutable. So yeah, we don't want to like discourage that. And even if they don't make the lists, it's just they didn't fit with the audience of this channel. And it doesn't mean they're not good streamers, just not with this audience. And I would be okay with taking the same policy. For me, like they don't need to promote or talk about me either. They can focus on building their audience. The goal being that letting Twitch kind of help people discover different styles of audiences. And then once you find your audience, helping the viewers stay within that. And if they want to explore, they can go back to Twitch and let Twitch help them find new styles. That I think is what deludes a lot of stories is trying to capture everybody. Yeah, the energy that we have so far in the stream is hopefully consistent. Well, not likely to have any yelling or high energy kind of things. What is our time? So we're oh. Put this maybe there. Is that gonna how far does that go down? Oh. Okay, not too bad. Put it there. It's like everybody. It gets everybody. I don't know how much farther we'll go, but time-wise, because we need to get a couple miles in today. We're doing the uh, virtual Honolulu Marathon. All right, grab that and let's go. Oh, what were our other projects were our data pack function. The data pack, yeah, the development data pack, I think is what they call it. Dirt. Oh, 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 we could do that. We could just do. Here we go. Get our candles or torches back, not candles. But yeah, so that and our OBS plugin. So our OBS plugin, we still need to get it a little more work on because we haven't we got to what do you call it, the SDK to compile, but we haven't done we haven't got like an actual module to show up in OBS yet. So that's where we are on that one. On the Minecraft one, we have our initial one of like clearing out a space. We have the proof of concept going, so we're working on the Python script to generate all of the function commands, well, to generate all of the Minecraft commands. So we're going to use, yeah, Python to create the file that Minecraft will use as the function file. So basically, instead of doing hard coordinates, we're just going to keep teleporting the player and then doing relative coordinates. Because the way Minecraft does things is it won't load in a chunk if it's referenced by a function. You have to have the player cause that. So I don't know if they'll ever, I'll call it a fix because that seems like it would make functions a lot easier if you allowed them to just do whatever they're coded to do anywhere. I mean, you could add safeguards, I guess, like if it's a player-based area, like you know, if this function, like put in like what do you call it, like step function kind of things where it would give you a warning like, do you want to continue? You're going to, you know, destroy a player-based block or something. And you know, you could add a feature to turn on that warning on and off or something like. It's kind of like a little bit of a programming language, which I guess adds more complexity. So Let's cut through here. Yeah. But yeah, that's our status on that. So we tested it with a few manual like 10 teleports with clearing after that. It clears everything. Replaces it with air blocks, and that part works. So that's what we're going to focus on for now. And then phase 2, you know, maybe a couple months down the road, we'll circle back to it, maybe, if we find a use for it. Because the original idea was to just get rid of netherrack and lava. So that we could kind of see, well, where the gold and netherite and anything like that was above. But and there might be other cases where we could adapt that, not just for the nether, but the overworld too, where we like pass in a list of blocks to the Python script, and then it clears out those blocks and leaves everything else. So if we run across into a case where that would be a time saver, then we'll redo that, or we'll come back to it after we get the OBS plugin done. First goal is clearing out everything Minecraft script. The second goal is the OBS script. And the OBS script is to let us toggle monitoring of a channel, audio channel. Because I can mute the channel, but the microphone channel I can't like toggle monitoring and not like monitor only and monitor off and monitor and pass through. That okay. Let's gather all of this. We have one stone chest done, so 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll do. Oh, we're almost to an hour. So at our hour mark, we'll take our full shulker over to where we're working in the nether, and we'll do some slabbing maybe. I'm going to test something here in a second. Okay, so let's do. So if I just arrow over it, I fall in. If I run, I can run across single gaps. Okay, maybe not. It was working before. Is it? Oh. So if it's if I start to run at the edge, Yeah, if I run too far ahead of time, I fall in. But if I run right at the edge, I can run over it. That's an interesting mechanic. So probably within a block or two of a one gap hole. But if I were to, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Right, so, which I thought two would be much, but yeah. So one block I can run over if I start running as I get closer to the gap. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to announce in the Discords that we were going live today. I have to remember that for tomorrow. Okay, so let's do that. All right, we'll get rid of this little patch of obsidian and then we'll make our way over to the Nether. All right. Grab our stone. And we'll head out. Off to the Nether we go. A few more stone. Okay. I think we've been almost finished our first one. So now our first one is full. Now we can do okay, perfect. That. And then we'll drop off our andesite. Everything we can drop back off at base. An extra stone doesn't hurt. All right, let's go. We'll drop off our stuff and then we'll take our 5-minute break too. And we probably will cut it a little short. We'll probably do somewhere between like 10 and 30 more minutes. Oh, and then yeah, so looking at our tags, we would be considered family friendly, I think. But I would caution people to consider not every family is the same. We forgot to bring that through. Well, maybe we can do like, well, that one's almost full. Hmm. We could clear out this one. Oops. Keep the stone in a site. Dirt, gravel. Yeah, we can take the obsidian with us. Okay. And we can drop that off in there. We'll use that for the office. That covers it. Yep. And then in here, we can take out all of that and in our diamonds. There. And then if we remember a chest, we can do one for the gold later. But for now, that gives us this. Oh, oh, good morning. This is what we're going to drop that off, right? Oh, yeah, after we. Where is our. Here. I think that's all we needed. We have a mending book over here. We did. Can we mend this? Why not? Okay. Let's go. Oh, wait. Let's check our villagers. Are they awake? Nope. They look like they're asleep still. Did you get any miles in today? Hmm. What happened here? I don't remember setting this off. All right. Is that yeah? Okay. That clears out all of that. I think this is just, oh, this has our invisibility and fire potion. So we'll take fire potion with us. We'll put that down. We'll grab, and then we'll grab 1, 2, 3. Right. Grab one more. Oh, okay. Can we trade? Just put this there. Okay. Yeah, we had we had a lot of iron golems up here. I think we've got 2 or 3 left. We lost, I think, 3 to skeletons on the stone. But we need to go get a bow. Gee, oh, this is why we want to get like this section done so that the skeletons won't be able to get through. this go up. I think this is 87. Then there'd be like 107 and 127. So these will be like 3 of these vertical sections, 3 or 4 of these vertical sections, and then these will be divided vertically, vertical obsidian here. So I forget how wide they can be, but if they're 20 high, they'll probably be 20 wide. So basically make them square, maybe, I guess. The reason we haven't done that yet is because we need to finish the top, but also at the 500 marks on each side, we want to do something a little more unique. Well, I guess we could change that later too. Unbreaking, power, and infinity. And we need some scaffolding over here. Okay. Because yeah, we pillared up to do that, but we need scaffolding, yeah. And we'll have to do some cleaning, like the parts where it's a little bit wider won't make a difference, but a few of them, there's some drips that we need to take care of. How far down can we go? Okay, good. Let's do this section. Then we'll work our way down there. Oh, we forgot to take our break. Oh well. We'll try to remember that next time. There. I don't know why our pretzel keeps stopping. Yeah, if we can hover over that line of the top and bottom, we can get rid of them fast enough to take care of both in one pass. All right. And this is the last block. So down there, where we hit 1,000 is the end, and then we'll start going back east, I think. Yeah. There's a too large of a section here unslabbed, or too much spawning going on. We need to take care of that. Oh, and if you like our Minecraft stuff here, we've started putting the VODs on YouTube along with on our VODs channel. We have our gaming channel that has monthly updates on this project. And a few farms that we've worked on. The farms, some are original and some are just recreations of other farms, just showing what it's like to go through that process. And then we have our main Lego channel. So if you like Legos, we build a video a month and put that on there. There's 40 something, 43, 44 there now, I think. Uh, some more dinner. We got dinner. Why? Let's. Sorry, we're gonna pause for a second here. Refresh our pretzel music player and see if we can. While that loads, we'll put down some more slabs. Yeah, we're having to use it through the browser because the app is still missing some SSL certificate or something. Well, let's see how. Oh, guess it wasn't even connected because it wasn't. Well, it was playing, but it wasn't. Something wasn't connected because it wasn't appearing in chat. So, hmm. All right. Here we go. Oh, let's clear out some of this. Get out some of this quartz, make it easier for later. Uh, oh, oh, Hoglin eats. You've got to cook it, but it's food delivery in the Nether. Oh, oh, I don't want to do that. We, oh, yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll just, what was it? Oh yeah, Pepper World. Yeah, I think we Oh, got one of the most important. This is part of the reason we're here in the Nether in the first place. I forgot to mention was this is the foundation for another city. And the city here are Dyson Ring in the end. It's planned. We still have to actually work on the foundation for that. And our garden temple and the overworld are all part of the lore that we're working on for this world. So each of these kind of revolve around. I think we're the first cataclysm. We might go into a second, depending on the villager update. Um, yeah. So anyway, like yeah, the garden temple, uh, the asteroid that struck the world opened up a portal, and that's where the garden temple came from. The deep dark was a connection of cities that were dealing in let's say dark magic of some sort. And the citizens that didn't agree fled here to the Nether, which is serving as kind of was it Palarin? So villagers, Iron Golem, Blaze, Ghast. We don't have any friendly gas tagged. I don't know that we can tag them. Have to play around with that. But we do have some friendly Blaze. A couple of them. I think that's going to look pretty good when that's done, and then we'll expand it out a little bit on the outside to give it some depth, and then just a little bit on the inside. All right. And but we're at 130. Oh, let's grab our gold while we're here. And this. So you look like a soul survivor. All right. Let's clear out some of this. avoid some spawning spaces up there. That should help out a lot. Well, a little anyway. All right, so let's go back. Is our so let's see what we can do here. We'll load up and then we'll probably call it after this because we're got some other things to do and we're only 20 minutes short of our 2 hours. Okay, that's good. Let's put that there. That gives us those. I think we had a chest over here by portal, right? Yeah. Let's see if we got any space in there. Yeah, so we can we'll hold on to that, put those in there, put that in there. Okay. Perfect. And we can do one more. All right. With that, we'll do some more slabbing tomorrow. We have gold. Yeah. We'll do some slabbing tomorrow. So Get rid of those. Okay. So with that said, we've got our wood over here to trade with the bankers for more emeralds. Checking that off the list. We got a little bit more of the slabbing done in the -9, 9 section. We need to double check our 7, 8, 9. So see if we can check those off of our grid. That'd be a goal for tomorrow when we do some more slabbing there. So yeah, we've accomplished what we set out for today. So with that said, thank you for joining The Journey Begins. Remember, the geologist quit his job because he wanted to start on a clean slate. And we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues. Thanks for watching.